Okay, so if you look through this one, so we go 20% VAT that's been added on, so 100 plus 20% being added on, 120%, and you want the original price, so what's that, 600 divided by 120 as a decimal is 1.20. Okay, so that will give you 500. There you go. So answer is 500 pounds. Next one, work out the distance travel. So what's the formula for distance? Distance is equal to speed times time, remember. Okay, so the speed is 224 times by the time. The time is 2007 is where they start, and they want you to end up in one particular, which is here. So how many hours? So 220 and 07 to 23. Oh, that takes 3 hours, and 7 to go to 34, it's take away 34, take away 7, 27 minutes, which is 3 times 60 is 180 minutes plus 27 minutes, which is 207 minutes. But you don't want 207 minutes, you want it in hours. Remember, 207 divided by 60, which is 3.45 hours. Okay, so you just times it by 3.45. So 224, which gives you 772.8 kilometers. Next one. So if you got a liquid A, B, and C, see, let's call this mass, volume, and then density. So liquid A has a density of 0.7, liquid B is 1.6, liquid C is made up of that. 140 grams is mass, so A is 140, and 128 for B, and then if you add it, it's 268 for C. Density of C was the one what they want. Okay, so density is mass over volume, and if you want volume, swap them around. Volume is mass over density. So 140 divided by 0.7, which is 200 for the volume. Then 128 divided by 1.6, which gives you 80, which will give you 280. Then density is mass over volume. How many decimal places? It's 0.957 to 3 decimal places. Okay, at least do to minimum 2 dp, you'll be fine. The normal price of a sofa is reduced. Okay, so reduce means take away 30%, which gives you what, 70%. You get 1155 divided by 70% is 0.70, which is 1650 pounds is original. Expand and simplify triple brackets. Okay, so here and here, 2x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 6, that's 2x squared, that's plus x minus 6 times it by 3x add 1. If you multiply it by 2x squared, what do you get? 6x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x squared plus x minus 18x minus 6, which will give you 6x cubed plus 5x squared minus 17x minus 6. Okay, next one. On Monday, 12 people took 5 hours. Okay, so let's see, 12 people taking 5 hours. Correct. 5 hours. On Tuesday, 15 people. So we want to go to 15 people. So what we will do, it's we'll go to 3 people. How to go from 12 to 3 divided by 4. So we will times it by 4, inverse proportion. Remember, 5 times 4 is 20 hours. 3 to go to 15 times it by 5. You will divide it by 5, which will give you 4 hours. That's the answer. And people worked at the same rate. That's your assumption. The 5 arithmetic terms in the sequence. So let's see. You're adding what? Adding 4, adding 4. So that's 4n. You go backwards. Take away 4. 7 take away 4 is 3. So 4n plus 3. 3 arithmetic sequences are here. And how do you find out the x? Remember, the second term take away the first one. So x plus 2. Take away 4x plus 14, because remember you're taking away, equals to third term take away the second one, which is third term is 7x minus 9. Take away that one, so which is minus x minus 2. That will give you what do we have on this side. X take away 4x is minus 3x plus 16 equals to 6x minus 11. You have plus 3x on this side, so that's 9x. Add a 11 on that, 27. X is just 3. What is the value of x? Is 3. Okay, 5 quadratic sequence. Okay, so that one is here to here is 11, here to here is 38. Take away 21, which is 17. Here 61. Take away 38, which is 23. 6. Remember, you want that number, that number, that number. So in terms of formula, we got 2a equals 6. A is which is 3. 3a plus b equals 11. 3 bracket a is 3 plus b equals 11. That's 9. Take 9 out. Take 9 out. Cancel. B is 2. A plus b plus c equals 10. A is 3 plus b is 2 plus c equals 10. That's a 5. Take 5 out. Take 5 out. Cancel. C equals 5. Now, so your nth term on this one is an squared. So that's what? 3n squared plus 2n plus 5. Okay, maybe. So capture, recapture. This is tag over population. How much were tagged? Let's see. 80 were caught and put a marked. So okay, marked and over population. 80 over population is P. Equals on the next time. You got 60 and then 12 of them were marked. So 12 were tagged out of 60. Cross multiply it. 80 times 60. 8 times 6 is 48. 2 more zeros. 12p. P is 48. 4,800 divided by 12. 48 divided by 12. That's just what? 4. 2 zeros, so 400. Any assumption? No mark was erased. No mark was erased, and also no termites died or born, but okay. 3 digits on the one. Okay, work out the number of 3 digits that can set for this combination lock. Now, of number that can be set for each lock. So because it's, you can have the same number again, so you can have 5 numbers in total, but you're going to have 3 combinations. So it's 5 times 5 times 5, which is basically 5 cubed. So the first set is 125. But if you want to have 3 different digits, so the amount of digits you can put is 5. Then second time it is only 4, then it's 3. which is basically 5 times 4 times 3. That's 60 numbers that you can have. Okay, next one. BC. Okay, so hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent, and you want BC. Okay, so you want that O and A, so that's tan 56 equals to O over A. BC over A is 12, so it's 12 tan 56, which gives you 1 decimal place 17.8 centimeters. Work out the angle. X is equals to hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent, A and H, cos inverse, A over H, isn't it? 15 over 18. Which is 33.6 degrees. Next one. Okay, so a hot air balloon is descending. The height of the balloon, it's descend HN meters. So at 1915, sorry, 0915 at what time? 1200 meters. Then you have 0916, 0917, 0918, and you want the height. Okay, at 0916 is 1040, and you want that one at that time. Okay, so that's fine. So if you input it, first one, so this is, let's call it H naught, H1, H2, H3. If I want H1, we just go K times H naught plus 20. H1 is what? What's the time? Don't worry about the times. What's the height is 1040 equals K times H naught is 1200 H. Sorry, 1200 K plus 20. K is, you just do 1040 take away 20 is 1020 divided by 1200, which is 0.85. So the equation is Hn at 1 equals 0.85 times Hn plus 20, and then you just keep inputting. So you type in 1200 equal to 0.85 bracket answer key plus 20 plus equals 1040. Next one, 904. Next one, 788.4. And that's the answer. Next one, work out the speed. For the speed is what? Distance over time. Okay, so he does 78 miles in 6 hours. So here to here is, let's call it 78 miles, and he done it in 6 hours of time. Okay, for the first 30 miles he done 15 miles per hour. Let's say here to here is first 30 miles, he done it at 15 miles per hour. If that's 30 miles, remember 78 miles take away 30, this is 48 miles. Okay, now so I can work out the time here. The time is, what is the formula for time? Distance over speed. Distance in here is 30 over speed is 15, which is 2 hours here. So it took him 2 hours to do this. 6 hours take 2 hours, it takes 4 hours to do that. And they want the speed for the last 48 miles. So speed is distance over time, you know that. Distance is 48 over time is 4, which is 12 miles per hour. Make sure time is always hours in this case, yeah. And that's the answer. Next one. Enlarge by a scale factor of -2 from the center of 0, 1. Okay, first you have to find out where 0, 1 is. 0, 1 point is here. Yep. And then you want to enlarge by a scale factor of -2. Let's see from here to here how many. 1, 2 right and 1 up. So 2 right, 2 and 1 up times by minus 2, which is minus 4 minus 2. So 4 left, 2, 3, 4 left, and then 2 down. 1, 2. So this is the point. Okay, I can erase it now. What about this point then? 1, 2, 3, 4 right and 1 up. 4 right and 1 up times it by minus 2, which is minus 8 and minus 2. So 8 left and 2 down, which is which is here. Okay, from the center. Okay, you move from the center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 down, which is here. Okay, then let me erase that. How many? 1, 2, 3 right and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 3 right and 4 up times it by minus 2. That will give you minus 6 minus 8, so 6 left, and then 8 down, isn't it? 6 left and then 8 down, which is here from the center. Okay, which will more or less look like that. Okay, do you label it? No, it's fine. Work out the angle, obtuse angle of FED. If you look at FED, this is a pentagon here, 5-sided shape, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 minus 2 times it by 180. Remember, n minus 2 or 180 times 180 divided by number of sides is 5. You should know it's 108. So that's 108. They want FED is this one. So what do you do? 360, take away 96, take away 108. Whatever that is the answer. Because the angle around a point is 360, remember, yeah? $156. Okay, next one. The number of sides on the who has 2 regular polygons, each have n number of sides. Okay, congruent polygon. Okay, so if I look through this now, if I have 66 and 66, then this one is what, 180 minus 2 times 66, isn't it? Which is 48 degrees. If that's 48 degrees, then I can work out these ones. I will do 360, take away 48, and then divide by 2, because both of them are congruent, so it must be a similar number of sides then. $156, and that 156 is, remember, is interior angle. In order to do number of sides, I need the exterior angle. Exterior is 180 minus the interior, which is 24. The number of sides is 360 divided by 24, 15 sides. Okay, maybe not. The area of parallelogram here. Okay, so I can work out that angle, because this one would do with that and this one could do with that. So let's call that angle D. Sine D over 9 equals sine 100 over 11. Take the 9, put it here. Okay, D is sine inverse of 9 sine 100 over 11. Okay, sine rho. Sine inverse of 9 sine 100 over 11, which will make it 53.68. So if that is 53.68, then I can work out what this angle is. That's 180 minus 100 minus 53.68, which will give you 26.32. Then because I want parallelogram, I can do the triangle. The triangle is half times 9 times 11 times sine. The angle must be, remember, if I'm choosing these two sine, the angle must be exactly in the middle. Sine 26.32. But remember, I have got one triangle, I got two triangles, so times it by 2 then. 2.5 would go. Which is 43.3 significant figure, 43.9. Okay, 43.9 centimeter squared. Next one, using algebra, prove that is equal to that. Okay, so this one, x is 0.136. This is a non-calculator, remember, 3636. You times it by 10. 10x equals 1.363636 times it by 100. 1000x equals 136.3636. 1000x take away 10x is 990x equals to 0.36.36 goes 136 take away 1 is 135 divided by 990. 0.2 recurring, I know is 2 over 9, you don't need any method. 135 over 990 times it by 2 over 9. 9 and 135 can be divided by 9, so 1 and 115 divided 1 and 495 divided by 15. 1 and 3 remainder 4, 33. Then you go 1 times 1 is 1 over 33 times 30, 1 is 33, 1 over 33. Okay, next one, standard form. So you write a number between 1 and 10, 5.62 times 10 to the power minus, let's see if I put a decimal point here, 1 2 3, 10 to the minus 3. You move it 3 places to the right, 1 2 3, 1 4 5 2. Okay, next one, these are still non-calculated. So the 58.7, you round it to the nearest, which is one significant figure, is 60 squared over, so this one you don't want to round it, the square root of 1612, you don't want to round it to the one significant figure. I think the square root of what number, you actually know 1600, which is basically 40. So you'll call it 1600. 60 squared is easy, 3600 over root of that is 40. 1010 cancel. 360 divided by 4 is 90. That's the answer. Is your answer underestimate or an overestimate? Okay, well, we rounded the top number up, so it's a overestimate. Why is it an overestimate? Because the numerator is rounded up. Okay, so the diagram shows 6 identical squares, the total of that. Okay, so round this to the, don't round it to the nearest and say it's 5000. We could say it's 5400, which is better. And there are 6 squares, so divided by 6, that's 900. So if the total area of each of them is 900, and so each of them, so you just do a square root of 900, which will give you 30 by 30 each length. Each length to the nearest whole number is 30. Is it an underestimate or overestimate? It's an underestimate. Why is it an underestimate? Because the 5406 is rounded down to what number? 5400, so it's an underestimate. Okay, next one. So write down the greatest possible integer. So the list of integers, well, this one you could have -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't have 5, remember. So the greatest possible integer you can have is 4. So you circle -4, that's fine, and 1, so the -4 is shaded. Chain them together, and there it is. You solve this, add a 4 to that, 2 over 5g is less than, keep the sign, add a 4 to the 6, 10. G is the 10, you times it by, because you divide it by 5, times it by 5, divided by 2. That is 50 divided by 2 is 25, so G is less than 25. So this inequality, okay, keep the sign. Remember, you take away 3, this is a positive 3, so take away 3, so minus 4x less than and equal to take away 3. 11 take away 3 is 8. X is divided by minus 8 is 8 divided by minus 3, divided by minus 4, sorry. 8 divided by minus 4, which is minus 2. Because you have the negative 4x and you're dividing by it, the sign switches, is greater than and equal to now. Next one, so the inequalities, okay, so you could cancel the minus 3 by adding 3 everywhere, that cancels. Minus 4, whatever signs, 2x less than 8, divide everything by 2, minus 2, 4. Next one, this will give you 15 p to the power 6, r to the power, this is 1, so r to the 5. 35 u, that's 1, so u to the power 3, w to the power 7. Yeah, the powers, m to the power 7, simplify it. 5 to the power 3 is 125, n to the power 3 is just n to the power 3, p to the power 3 times 3, basically multiply the powers, which is 9. Make x the subject of the formula, multiply this, 8x minus 28, multiply it here, 5xy plus 3y is equal to 8x minus 28, 5xy plus, sorry, the plus 8x move to the side, minus 8x equals to minus 28 can stay on that side, minus 3y now. Take x outside, 5y minus 8 is equals minus 28 minus 3y, everything divided by what? 5y minus 8. Make x the subject, you multiply it here, 2x squared y plus y equals x squared minus 3. 2x squared y, take away the x squared, minus x squared equals, we have minus 3, plus y becomes minus y, x squared is outside, 2y minus, if you take x squared aside, is 1 equals minus 3 minus y, divided by that, 2y minus 1. You go to x squared, remember, you can square root it, and that's your answer. Next one, so in your cumulative frequency here, you already have the cumulative frequency written for you, and you always use these numbers, 60 and 12, 60 and then 12, 42, 54, 42, 54, 57, 59, 60. Okay. Right, next one. Find the median. What's the formula for median? Median is half n, so half of how many total? 60 anyways, right? Half of 60, which is 30th value. Read the 30th value. 30th is here. I'm getting 67. You may get, let's say, 65, 66, 67, 68. Okay, so any of those are good enough. Any of those 4 answers. I'll go 67. Draw the box plot. That's easy. 52 first is the minimum. 50, 51, 52 is here. The maximum is 75, so that's here. Then your lower quartile is a quarter of, there are 15, so you can't do 15, you n add 1, so 15 add 1 is 16th value, because 15 is odd number, so you won't be able to do it. A quarter of 16, you can do it in your head, which is the 4th value. 1 2 3 fourth 55. Then you want the median to the half of n, which is 15 at 116, eighth value. That's 55 on that one, sorry. So that's 4 5 6 7 8th value is 60. Then you want the upper quartile, you keep is 3/4 of 16, which will give you 12th value. 8 9 10 11 12th 12th value is 64, which is roughly here. And that's your box plot. Next one. So show that a solution lies between 1 and 2. Okay, so for the part A, remember, make sure the equation is equal to 0, is not is equal to 7 for them. So x cubed plus x, move the 7 to the other side, minus 7 equal to 0. Substitute the numbers, x is 1, 1 cubed plus 1, put in a bracket, minus 7 equals to minus 5, so x equals 1. And the other one is what? X is 1 and x is 2, yeah. Put 2 in there, 2 cubed plus 2, minus 7 equals to 8 and 3. And one is a positive and the other one is a negative, so there's a change in sign. Next one. Show that it can be rewritten like that, part B. So you'll keep the x cube on this side. 7 minus, bring the x to the other side, it's a plus x, so my other side is minus x, x is 1. Cube root it, 7 minus x. Part C. X naught is 2, cool. Iteration how many times? 3 times, so you go x1, x2, x3, which is cube root of, this is what you have, right? Cube root of 7 minus, what's that then, x naught, cube root of 7 minus x1, cube root of 7 minus x2. So you press 2 and press equal to, that stores it as the answer key. So cube root of 7 minus the answer key, 1.709975947, 1.742418802, 1.738849506, because it doesn't really tell you 3D decimal places or anything. I'm just writing the whole thing. Okay, good. Next one. So you got a box plot. So the minimum is 9. Okay. So 9 is here. Low quartile is 15, which is here. Median is 19, which is here. Upper quartile is 31, which is right here. Maximum is 43, which is right over here. Use a ruler always. There you go. Compare the distributions of scores in class A and class B. So who scored the highest? This is in maths. So the score of this, I think this is class A, this is class B then. So in average, why is this taken up? In average, class B scored higher in maths because what? Higher median, right? Higher median. And what's a median is actually 21 versus the, what's the other one says? Class A is 19. Next one. In average. I know the I can do the interquartile range here. Interquartile range of that is upper take away lower, which is 16. What's the interquartile range here? Upper quartile is 30. Take away. Is that even 30 realistically? Yeah, it's not really 30, but okay. take away, let's call it 15, 16, 17 roughly, which is 13, so which is lower here. In average, class B has a more consistent score because smaller interquartile range IQ, because of the smaller interquartile range. Okay, next one, which is what is the interquartile range? Always write the number 13 versus what's the other one, number 16. So next one, you got a histogram. So you need the class width, which is 20, 30, 50, 200 divided, so which is frequency density, which is 2.5, 3, 2.4, 0.8. Frequency density there on it. So 0 to 20 is 2.5, 0 to 20. This is 20, okay, because the other one it goes in 5, so 20. What's that? 2.5. Next one, 20 to 50 is 3, 20 to 50 is 3. Fifty to 100 is 2.4, 50 to 100 is 2.4. 100 to 300 is 0.8. There you go, simple. Next one. The percentage of calls that are answered in less than 40 seconds. First, in order to do this, the keyword is percentage. The calls less than 40 seconds. In order to do the percentage, you need to know the total number of data that is available, the number of people or number of calls. So if you do that, that's what, 10. Here is 10. 10 times what number is that? 3.1, which is 31. Here, that's 30. 20, 30 to 10 is 20. That's 20 times 2.2, which is 44. That's 30 times what number is that? 0.9, which is 27. Here is 60 times 0.3, which is 18. So the total number of calls is 31 plus 44 plus 27 plus 18. It's 120 calls in total. But you want less than 40 seconds. Okay, 40 seconds is here, so you want the area less than that area. So here to here, I can do 10 times, what number is that? 10 times 0.9, which is 9. 9, 44, 31, isn't it? Those are less than the 40 bits on that side, right? 9 plus 31 plus 44, which gives you 84 calls. So 84 out of total of 120 times it by a percentage, because 100. 70%.